Game 4 of the finals was a gut check for the Mavs to see how much pride they had in not getting embarrassed on the big stage, and they showed up in the best way possible. There's not a lot to say about this game because of the beatdown it brought us, but let's take a little look at what the Mavs did to finally get a game on the Celtics. After playing 3 games defensively by helping on nearly every single drive, Dallas finally switched their approach and stayed home on the Celtics shooters. I've been waiting to see if or when the Mavs will make this change, and they finally do it down 0-3. Off this holiday drive, Jones gets beat, but watch Luka on the strong side stay on Brown in the corner and let Lively control the paint on his own. The Mavs only had 2 blocks in this game, but their contests at the rim and ability to stay in front showed out the most. This was by far Luka's best on-ball defensive game maybe of the entire playoffs. You can tell he made it a priority to not hurt his team on that end, and the results were really promising. After some swing passes, Tatum drives on Luka but has baseline help from Green. Tatum makes a right skip pass to Brown and the Mavs rotate great. White takes one dribble and Green meets him to the spot, and Luka smartly rotates onto his man and contests the shot. Then here he gets switched onto Brown, stays in front with his physicality, and the Celtics missed a 3. Here again he uses his body to meet Drew at the spot and force a turnover. Off the Holiday short roll, Washington gets beat middle, but Luka is at the rim for the great contest. As well as Luka individually, the Mavs team defense was locked in from the jump. Kyrie starts his possession off by doing his best to resist Brown from the paint. He eventually gets there, but Lively meets him at the rim, making him pass out. Jones has to rotate him, and Josh Green sprints cross court to pick up Tatum. This is somewhat of a breakdown as 2 go to the ball, but with the shot clock running down, there isn't enough time for Tatum to react and they get the turnover. On the Tatum drive, he doesn't see any help from the wings, but Green rotates weak side to meet him in the paint and get the steal. Some more baseline help, Green stunts on the drive but doesn't sell out, and PJ is there in the paint to help, with Kleber on the backside picking up his man Jaylen Brown. The Celtics did however miss a bunch of shots at the rim that they normally make. Luka does a great job staying in front of Brown, and Holiday attacks the top foot off the catch but just misses the layup. The Celtics have ran this action a lot to get Tatum switched onto a guard and slip to the hoop with the right positioning. But watch Kyrie help at the nail for just a split second as Green subtly flips his body to be in between the rim and Tatum. That prevented him from that slip to the hoop. Lively then gets switched onto him and gets beat, but the baseline help was as reliable as ever this game as they get to contest. And just to show off, Gafford is switched onto the perimeter, recovers off the step back to make this ridiculous block on the 3. But as impressive as their defense was, the Mavs offense was just as good. Like they have in the past few games, they made it a priority to get in the paint early. Kyrie wants to get switched off of Holiday, and he does, but is just as good as a defender in white on him, but he doesn't care and attacks middle with no help near and finishes the layup. Here Luka is isolated on the wing with Sam Hauser, who I praised last video for his great defense on the Dallas Stars. But Luka forces his way to the paint on the baseline and gets the and-1. When the Mavs attack off catches, they're so hard to stop. Drew has a poor closeout and Kyrie goes right off the dribble to finish the layup. And when they got in the paint, this opened up corner 3s, something they have been searching for all series. The Celtics are in drop coverage for the first time all series, and Luka gets deep in the paint to attract Jaylen Brown's eyes, leading Green to be wide open and draw the foul. And here Luka finds Lively on the roll. He attracts White at the rim and he shows his playmaking with the clean pass to Exum in the corner. And this is how you know it's your night. After Luka draws defenders in the paint again, he finds Lively for his first 3 of the entire season. But this play isn't done here. Watch how their defense creates more offense. Lively gets the block and Luka advances it up court. Lively then runs the floor and is eventually found on the backside for the lob. The Mavs got so many easy points when they locked in defensively and got in transition on the other end. Luka gets a rare steal and immediately gets to a spot in the mid post. He spins baseline and finishes the lay. Off another Luka stop, Tatum doesn't sprint back and Gafford gets behind him for the lob. And off some more great Luka defense, look at Kyrie's screen for Kleber to get down the court. This is to open up the paint for the rim running Lively who gets the dunk. The Mavs had everything working for them. You see how impactful great defense can be for them offensively. They hadn't got that at all in this series until now. But another thing is the Celtics really got away from the defensive game plan with limiting corner 3s and lobs. The Mavs got those buckets when the Celtics know that that's the last thing they want to give up. This was a really short breakdown because the Mavs won by damn near 40 and didn't even change much of their game plan besides their help defense. They now have a little momentum going back to Boston, so let's see if they can do the unthinkable. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'll see you in Game 5. Peace.